The most crucial meeting of the Core Committee on Naga political issue is underway in Kohima. The meeting is taking place at the State Banquet Hall. In fact, all MLAs and both MPs of the state are attending today's meeting. Well, earlier, speaking to Northeast Live Editor-in-Chief Wasbir Hussain on the show Northeast Tonight ahead of the Core Committee meeting, the UDA co-chairman and senior NPF leader 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐬𝐻 had said that the Core Committee may come up with a resolution to give a last push for a big breakthrough in the peace talks. Now, this makes today's meeting extremely significant and by far the most important in recent times. Not only this, stating that the talks cannot go on endlessly, 𝐂𝐬𝐬𝐻 indicated that the Core Committee may consider coming up with a deadline for conclusion of talks. Now, as per reports, the Core Committee members will be addressing the media at 2:30 today afternoon and after the conclusion of the meet. And joining me live on the broadcast this afternoon is our Editor-in-Chief, Wasbir Hussain. So, Wasbir, the crucial Core Committee meet underway as we speak. What are your thoughts?
Yes, Aaron, as we speak, the crucial Core Committee meeting on the Naga peace talks that started a short while ago, that is going on under the chairmanship of the Nagaland Chief Minister, Mr. Neiphiu. There are top leaders of the Core Committee. There is Mr. T.R. Jeliang, there is Mr. 𝐬𝐸𝐻 and others, all the MPs of Nagaland, all the elected representatives, all members of the Core Committee are actually attending this meeting at the Banquet Hall in Kohima. Now this meeting is coming, the meeting is being held in the backdrop of the stalemate in the Naga peace talks ever since the NSC and IM adopted that resolution on 31st of May, wherein they said that there can be no solution without a separate flag and constitution being granted to the Naga people. Thereafter, there has been efforts on and off on how to resume the Naga peace talks, how to get the talks resumed, and this is considered as a major effort in that direction, where the Core Committee is going to come up with some resolutions today. Now, sources are telling us, and that was also confirmed on my recent show 2 days ago by 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐬𝐻, the co-chairman of the ruling United Democratic Alliance government in Nagaland. He said that the Core Committee might come up with a suggestion of asking the government of India as well as the NSCN and the NNPGs to agree to a time frame, agree to a deadline within which to resolve the differences and sign a possible Naga peace agreement. Now, whether the Core Committee adopts this resolution in a couple of hours' time, we will come to know about it, because the Core Committee leaders are expected to address a news conference at the venue around 2:30 this afternoon. So we'll come to know about that. But this is a strong possibility. The Core Committee might come up with a suggestion extend for a deadline or a time frame to both the government of India as well as the Naga stakeholders, that is the NSC and IM and the NNPG. Now, this is extremely important because yesterday the people who are close to the NNPG, they have adopted a very strong stand. They are saying that the talks cannot go on forever. The peace talks has been going on for the last 25 years. It cannot go on forever. And people and agencies and organizations close to the NNPGs, the organizations or civil society leaders close to the NNPG, they are saying that if necessary, if they cannot resolve the differences, the NSC and IM can pull out of the peace talks if they want. But these are strong positions, but the majority of the people do not want such a thing to happen. They want a peace agreement that is absolutely inclusive, where both the NSC and IM and the NNPGs come to an agreed position, come to a meeting point and then sign the accord jointly. Only that is expected to bring permanent or lasting peace as far as the Naga issue is concerned, Aaron.
Right, very strong position there by, the different stakeholders. So to what extent will the outcome of this meeting impact or even, affect the peace talks? What do you think is the road ahead, Wasbir?
Well, you see, the core committee, now there is also a talk, Aaron, that a lot of organizations, including the NSC and IM, the Naga HoHo and the Naga Global Naga Forum, they have said that there is a third party is necessary in the form of a political leader. Third party intervention in the form of a political leader is necessary to act as a catalyst to resolve the differences and get the talks to restart. So that is a demand by organizations like the Naga HoHo, or for that matter the Global Naga Forum, and even the NSC and IM. Therefore, what these organizations, these leaders are saying is that the talks should be elevated to a political level. Now it is only an interlocutor that is engaged in talks, but now they want that the talks should be elevated to a political level. And already the core committee in its last meeting had categorically said that the NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma should actually play the role of a facilitator or a catalyst. In fact, the Global Naga Forum delegation had already met Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma in Guwahati, and later the Global Naga Forum delegation had met the collective leadership of the NSC and IM. In that meeting between the Global Naga Forum and the NSC and IM, top leaders of the outfit like Chairman 𝐂𝐫𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐥, the General Secretary 𝐜𝐨𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐞, the Vice President, and several other leaders were present in that critical meeting, and they also they have also appealed to the Assam Chief Minister to intervene and play the role of a catalyst. But the Assam Chief Minister has not openly stated anything in this regard, but he is someone who will be willing to take up the issue with the central government leaders, provided of course the government of India vests that responsibility to him. Aaron.
Right, and I would just want to go back to what 𝐬𝐸𝐻 had said on your show, just as a hypothetical situation, if, the committee comes up with a resolution to give the last push and probably even a deadline for the conclusion of talks. So in translation, that would mean that there is a positive drifting to realizing that final what the Nagas and the entire state have been waiting for all the while. Wasbir.
Yes, that is a very significant word that was used by 𝐭𝐻𝐸𝐻, the co-chairman of the ruling United Democratic Alliance government in Nagaland. He said that this core committee meeting that is going on today, this meeting is going to give one last push in trying to resume the talks, in trying to break the deadlock and reach at some kind of a meeting point. But the deadline issue, even if the core committee is to adopt or a resolution today asking the government of India and the NSC and IM and the NNPGs to fix a time frame within which to resolve the issue, the NSC and IM or the groups close to the NSC and IM have already said that these kind of issues cannot be, there can be no deadline to resolve an issue as complicated or as sensitive as the Naga political issue. But the NNPG, on the other hand, they have no problem even if there is a deadline. They have said that they have already reached an agreed position and they have already concluded the talks and they are ready to sign on the dotted lines. That is the position of the NNPG. As far as the NSC and IM is concerned, they are saying, the groups close to the NSC and IM are saying that these kind of issues, there should be no deadline, because at the end of the day, this is an accord that is going to determine the future of the Nagas in the region.